Hello, everybody. Welcome to Late Night Football. Welcome to our match reaction show. It's finished. Real Madrid won, Manchester City won in the first leg of the Champions League semi-final ties. And I've got to say, I think Manchester City have the advantage. If a team has an advantage, I think it's Manchester City. In fact, I would say Manchester City have the advantage because they're going to be going into the Etihad with the 1-0, with a 1-all draw. But the fact is, if they'd gone 1-0 down, they would have needed to go into that game and win. I still would have backed Manchester City at 1-0 down against Madrid, by the way. But at 1-all, it just means that they can now afford to, they don't have to have the pressure of needing to win. And then they'll be, or they need to win by 2 goals or whatever. They have to worry about that. They just need to win. And I think at the Etihad, City will be confident that they'll get a win. Now, for those of you talking, oh, Madrid, this is Champions League and all that, remember they lost to Manchester City at the Etihad last season. So they lose again 4-3, the same result that they lost last time, they will be out of the Champions League. So I think from City's point of view, it's a fantastic result, 1-all. And for me, I think they are now massive. They've already favorites, and now massive favorites for me to go through. The only way I think Real Madrid would have had some chance was they won maybe 2-0 or something like that. But I think with 1-all, you expect Manchester City will complete the job in the second leg and they'll beat Real Madrid. That's my opinion, my thoughts. Just from what I'm watching, I know it's a Champions League, I know it's Real Madrid, yada yada yada. I will say though that I thought Real Madrid played very well today. Much better than I thought that they would, much better than they have in the league season. And there were some things there to note, and hopefully some of the teams will take note of that in the way that they contain Manchester City. The disappointing thing from Real Madrid's point of view is that the goal that came for City came from an error from Camavinga. Before that, had the ball gone out? We never got to see a good angle. The players seemed convinced the ball had gone out. And the same VR might have had looked. VR would not have looked at that because after that, Madrid won the ball back. And so once you win the ball back, it's like a whole different phase of play. So they wouldn't have checked that. But the question is, did it go out? We never got to see it. Looks I can't tell you whether it was or not. Real Madrid seemed pretty convinced. Would it have mattered? I mean, ultimately they did win the ball back. So I think it's fair to say that there's no reason to call that. There's no reason to use that as an excuse. They won the ball back, and then Camavinga plays a pretty poor pass straight to Rodri, and he goes in, and then that goal comes. So that's the thing. I don't think De Bruyne had a very good game today, but then he still pops up with the goal. I think this season he's been very efficient. He often drifts through games, and then he just comes up with moments of brilliance and moments of quality. That's what he is. So it's a fantastic goal from De Bruyne. It's a fantastic goal from Vinicius as well. Came all the way for that brilliant run from Camavinga into the heart of the Real Madrid defense, and it caught everyone by surprise. And then Vinicius' shot was just exceptional, excellent, and he's been a fantastic player as well this season. I've said that as well. Pre-World Cup, I think he was one of the top players in the world. He's kind of went down a little bit, but I think he's finding his form again now. He's been back to his normal level. So it's good. It does make Madrid a little bit predictable because every time they look to use Vinicius' space against whoever the fullback is, and so it becomes a bit easy to counter. But you know what? He's producing the goods, so you can't complain about that. But it was a game I think the strikers, I think Benzema was pretty anonymous, and I think Haaland was pretty anonymous. I think that was because both teams had clear game plans not to let the strikers have too many opportunities on the ball. And because of that, I think the other players kind of came more into it, because when you start restrict one player, then other players get more space. So I think that's where it was a moment for other players to kind of shine. And that's what it was. But you know what? I fully expect that Haaland will be again. Will have a much better performance than he did today against City. The thing is, if this was the first leg at the Etihad, I would have said Real Madrid have a good chance of going through. The problem is because the second leg is at Etihad, the City just don't lose. It's very difficult to see how Madrid are going to get a win there, and that's going to be tough. But if any team could do it in the Champions League, it's probably going to be Real Madrid. But yeah, it's just very difficult. Anyway, well, congratulations to City, I guess, for the draw and to have that advantage going into the second leg, and we'll see what happens there. But it was a good game. It was a good game. I think one of the first good games that I've seen in the Champions League. I haven't seen very many good games this season in the Champions League. It's been quite one-sided, to be affairs, but it's good that we finally got a good game, and I'm hoping for a good game tomorrow as well between the two Milan clubs. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the game, of course. I think there'll be some selection things. I think Rudiger played very well today against Haaland. So do you keep Rudiger in the second leg, or do you bring back Eder Militao? That'll be the question if he's available. I would stick with the defense that played today. The only change I would make maybe is play a left back instead of Camavinga, but I thought he did okay. So you play that. I had doubts about Kroos and Modric together in midfield, and I still feel maybe away from home he shouldn't, but I think he will play that same 11. I think he will play the same midfield. I don't think he will change them. I just feel that maybe away from home you want to have an extra security blanket. Maybe Tchouaméni should start instead of one of the two, but at the moment it looks like he's going to go with the three. So with all three of them. So I don't think that will change. The only change that might happen is maybe Rodrygo comes off and Tchouaméni comes in, so Valverde plays right wing. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what Ancelotti does. We can never predict what either the managers do. But great game, good game. It was a good game. It was a good game to watch, and I enjoyed it. So especially like for the game, especially like for the Champions League. Share your comments, of course, on this game, and do subscribe to our channel on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and follow us everywhere. We always appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye bye.